Super team and big three takes are trash. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. I just thought this was cool. I thought this was cool. You know what I'm saying? How I go to my history. You know what I'm saying? How do I go to my history? Let's go to bro channel, man. Look at the thumbnail. Man got Kuzma as Sakura, AD as Sasuke. But AD's supposed to be a Naruto. But LeBron's still the Naruto. People think, you know, that's actually a perfect thumbnail because in the show, people thought Sasuke was the strongest, but they didn't know. They didn't know that LeBron, which is Naruto, they had it. He had it, man. He was the strongest, actually. But we're going to leave that for another day, man. But they had my boy Kuzma as Sakura. That's very tough. That's a W thumbnail. I ain't gonna lie. But let's get into the video.
Where or how it happened, but the NBA has developed so many terms that quite frankly piss me off, bro. And when I say piss me off, it's not in the way that I hate the Clippers or anything. Okay. I mean, it literally gives me a headache to talk about. Like, this video might deadass be 3 minutes, bro. And deadass, I usually debate in my comment section all the time.
Hold on, is it actually 3 minutes? No, it's not actually 3 minutes, so he lied.
Not this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say how I feel and let y'all have it. Because these NBA terms, I don't know if it's out of frustration, anticipation, or trying to...
And remind y'all, me and myself, I'm a professional NBA analyst. So whatever comes out of my mouth, it's probably, it has a chance to be at least 97.3% accurate. You know what I'm saying? The other 3%, I'll be just talking. But most of the time, I'll be just spitting facts. So if you guys want to really hear what a guru has to say, just tune in. We're gonna dissect the Lakers in their big three. Let's do it.
Set up a standard for a team to inevitably fail. I don't know what it is, bro. But like I said in my last video, I feel like excellence is being normalized and people expect GOAT standards out of everybody. As a result, though, placing those GOAT standards have allowed people to place GOAT terms on everybody, bro. Either that or the GOAT standards overall have been lowered because we're trying to put Chris Middleton to those standards. Chris Middleton was just a random example, but he's a good segue to the first term that I didn't even think was toxic, but apparently it is. Not every trio above an 85 overall in 2K is a...
So it's probably saying, I think I heard people say Milwaukee has a big three. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis. And my take on that is, does Milwaukee have a big three? No. I'm not even going to sit here and act like Drew Holiday is this crazy player to make a big three. He's not. So... in any way, he's not really an all-star. He's a good player, a good lockdown defender, a good scoring option. But I ain't gonna lie, that's not a big three. You know, it's a dynamic duo between Giannis and Middleton. But even Middleton, I ain't gonna lie, if it was Bradley Beal, then I'll be like, yes, okay. Giannis and Bradley Beal will make a great dynamic duo, but it's Giannis and Middleton, bro. How you put the life? Middleton is not better than Bradley Beal.
I don't have some exact definition, and that's why I hate talking about it, because a lot of context.
We digress. Let's keep going.
I had a debate on my podcast, Let's Keep It a Buck, which, by the way, if you want the full debate, go there. If you want the face reveal, go there. And if they post it before this audio is uploaded, or if you guys just really want to see it, I'll even show you how the debate went. But long story short, there was some dumb tweet about all the big threes in the NBA today. I personally only think there's 2 big threes for real, the one in LA and the one in Brooklyn. We proceed to have a discussion of all the big threes in the NBA qualifying as a big three, then play NBA Xenoverse talking about all the big threes in history, and I'm just like, yo, a big three used to be Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. We're literally in an era where James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant are on the same team, and we're gonna act like Giannis, Drew, and Middleton are on that caliber. Now, I could just be...
no, they're not.
If big three is just simply describing the 3 obvious best players on your team, all right, well, no shit. But if big three is signifying that this is a legendary trio, fuck no, I'm not going for this shit, bro. The floor of the NBA over time is raised. Everybody loves...
if you're labeling them as a big three to casually group them as the best 3 on their team, that's different. But we are giving them the same iconic big three that we were giving trios like the one in Miami. Stop. I mean, yeah, they're not a super team. But they could be labeled as a big three, you know what I'm saying? the Milwaukee Bucks are not a super team. But when you have those three guys on the same team who can go out and give you 25 a night, Jrue Holiday can give you 25, Middleton can give you 25, Giannis can give you 50. Each one of them is capable of dropping. Chris Middleton and Giannis is capable of dropping 50. I don't know about Jrue, but that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what makes it so hard. Like, dang, they don't do it as much as KD, Kyrie, and Harden though. So I'm not gonna call them the Nets are a super team. We're gonna make a new narrative right now. All right, we're gonna make a new narrative. We're gonna come with a new narrative right now for the NBA. Everybody has to follow it. All right. So the Bucks got a big three, but they're not a super team. The Nets got a big three, and they're a super team. A big three meaning three guys on the team who can give you buckets, like numbers. The Lakers are, respectfully, they're a super team. Yeah, I don't even know why I hesitated, because we have not seen them play together, but on paper, yeah, they're a super team. Let's keep going.
But that doesn't mean you lower the standards of overall greatness. Again, not to reference my last video, even though I think it's fucking fire, but NBA fans do one hell of a job of raising standards to slander a player or raising them to praise a player. But when you put a collection of them, when you make them a trio or let alone a team, oh nah, everybody eats, everybody qualifies. Like, this shit's wild, dog. Like, we out here labeling the Jazz and the 76ers as having a big...
Oh nah, because Rudy Gobert is trash. Rudy Gobert is trash, and Tobias Harris, he's not that good though. He's a casual. It's definitely a casual. Ben Simmons is a casual. Ain't gonna lie, it's kind of trash if you want to be honest. The only good guy is Joel Embiid. How many games they won this year? I don't know. But that putting Tobias Harris in a big three in Philly is like putting Dennis Schroeder in a Lakers big three last year. It just doesn't work. You just want to do it to fill the narrative. But all right.
How many teams?
I don't think I ever heard anybody said Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid make up a big three. You know, you don't hear that stuff.
In NBA history
that's not even rare to have in the NBA, if that's a new standard.
We've seen with trios like that. I guess the Lakers with Kobe, Gasol, and Bynum are a big three. Hell, they might just be a super team, but let's save that for a bit later. Shit, let's stay in the 2009-10 season specifically then, cause fuck it. Being relative to era here, if D. Mitch, Gogurt, and fucking Conley.
You just called him yogurt? Gogurt? Here come the okay, but Sage Uek, as if Conley sucks. He's actually, bro, saving out of that. He never said he's trash, but you know he's doing. Nah, respectfully, yeah, Rudy Gobert is trash. Nah, that's not no big three. It's just a team, bro. This is a very good team. Conley is a pretty good point guard. He's not an all-star, you know, so he really doesn't count. Donovan Mitchell's the only upcoming superstar on their team. So I ain't gonna lie, it's probably just D. Mitch and Rudy Gobert. It's just a really solid defensive center. You know what I mean? He's just one-dimensional. He can't really do anything else. He plays defense. He's a good defensive guy, but he can't guard the perimeter. Once you get past him, that's it. Got the speed of a turtle with arthritis. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. But he's pretty good defensively. Like, if you come in his paint, it might get swatted. But other than that, definitely trash.
Relative to eras, Chauncey Billups, J.R. Smith.
Billups was washed. Melo definitely was nice. J.R. Smith was nice. I don't even know who that is. Kaliza, another guy.
And Carmelo Anthony were a big three. Nash, Amari, and J. Rich were a big.
Nash, Amari.
Three. Duncan, Tony, and Carmelo Anthony were a big three. Nash, Amari, and J. Rich were a big three. Duncan, Tony, and Manu were still a big three.
That's definitely a big three,
Hell,
but it's not a super team.
About this shit in their prime, you can certainly make the case they were a big three. So I'm not really tripping about.
They was a big three.
Dirk, Kid, and Terry was a big three. Hell,
no.
Wait a minute. They had Caron Butler, Sean Marion, and Josh Howard too. They might be
nah.
Super team. Bro, this is
they was not a super team.
And I'm probably missing some more teams. Like, don't this shit sound goofy, bro?
Nigga. Hold on. Worst part is some of you probably saying yes that they were big threes. Look, my big three and his big three are totally different big threes. You know what I'm saying? If you have any three guys, and probably if we're going to say Kobe, Bynum, and the other guy, I can't even remember his name right now. Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol. I ain't going to lie, that was not a big three. You know what a big three is. I hate when people try to put narratives on the big three. Like, okay, we know Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons was not a big three. But Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan was definitely big threes. Those guys held the team together. If you could have a big three, which could hold the team together, though, that counts as a big three. We got to see if it happens with AD, Bron, and Russell Westbrook. We don't know.
Bro, this is just the Western Conference, and I'm probably missing some more teams. Like, don't this shit sound goofy, bro? Niggas trying to tell me that Simmons, Embiid, and Tobias Harris are a big three.
I have never heard anybody say that. I've never heard anybody say that.
And I want this team to be very clear.
Except Philly fans, maybe, but I don't even think they would want to put that on themselves.
I know there's some of you that think I'm tripping. I just named a bunch of big threes. I named more big threes earlier. Hell, I've listed nothing but big threes. Maybe my standards are just that much higher than y'all's. But in my personal opinion, when we look at LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, when we look at Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving,
Super team.
Look at Michael Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, these are teams made up of
big
some
three.
of the greatest players in NBA history, and I'm not being vague about it. We're arguing the best player on these teams is top 15 at worst, and if we're looking at just talent, KD's clearly a top 10 talent. Then you're looking at the second player being another transcendent all-time caliber player. Obviously to a lower degree, but let's look at these options. Scottie Pippen, a player notoriously seen as a top 50 player of all time, who a lot of people believe should have won a championship without Michael Jordan. I mean, literally a Jordan-led team just removed the motherfucker, and a lot of people believe that Pippen should have taken them to the finals. Dwayne Wade, a top 5 shooting guard in NBA history, looking like a 6'4" rim protector and shit, one of the greatest slashers of all time. And then James Harden is averaging 36 in one season, looking like a demigod point guard the next. People literally try to argue he's better than Dwayne Wade, and he's one of the greatest scorers of our generation. Those are second options to notorious big threes. Middleton doesn't stack up to that, buddy. I'm sorry. And I know some of you are probably like, oh, Sage, you need
he doesn't.
The best, though. That's literally my point, bitch. Like I'm saying, bro, I hold a high standard to that shit, bruh. I'm not out here just saying, oh, that's a big three, that's a big three, that's a big three. Like, I'm not doing that shit, bro. That shit tacky as fuck. I would explain myself a lot further, but honestly, bro, I'm worn out about the subject. I just do not care. Whenever Keep It a Buck uploads the video, I definitely will reference that in the community tab or something. And if you guys want me to post it on my channel, I will as well. Because I'm sure you guys are going to recycle the same counter arguments that they did, and I definitely debunked those.
What counter argument?
Debate. Chat thought I wanted to debate as well, but hey, I had to diss my brothers right there. Hey, I love them niggas though. It's no beef in my own podcast. Shut up. I know how some of y'all be whenever anybody disagrees with anything, but I'm gonna bring up one of their counter arguments as a segue. Let's say the Suns were a big three.
All right, let me dissect this one real quick. I'm gonna dissect this. This has the potential to be a big three. The only reason I say it's not a big three yet because Ayton is not there yet. Just give him 2 more years. Give him 2 more years. But at the same time, after 2 more years, CP3 might be he might be washed. So it gotta happen probably next season. Ayton gotta take that big leap. If he could take that big leap, develop his offensive game some more, you know, get a opponent or two on defense, he could be an elite center. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna say some people's top 50s was trash because of this guy. This guy right here. I feel like people ranked him way too high. I seen him above guys like Russell Westbrook. Ayton above Russell Westbrook. And I was like, okay. Honestly, it's just recency bias right now. Like a whole bunch of, okay, Devin Booker, he balled out in the playoffs. You know, he dropped 40 like 3 times and lost every time. Chris Paul, he might have just laid an egg in the finals, but he's still a top 20 player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here This guy right here, as much as I want to say he's up and coming because he is, he's respectfully, he's not top 30 right now. I'm not taking him top 30. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Especially not above guys like I seen somebody put him up with guys like Chris Middleton and Russell Westbrook. I don't even remember. But right here, he's coming up. He's coming up right now. But you know, one playoff run, we got to see what he does in the regular season next year. And up to then, I'm not gonna say this is a big three because it's not.
Let's say Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton make a big.
It's a dynamic duo.
Tripping. Those are 3 all-star level talents. There's the Hall of Fame.
Wait, what happened?
Make a big 3. Let's say I'm tripping. Those are 3 all-star level talents. There's the Hall of Famer that you talked about, Sage. Even though Chris Paul's 36, there.
Yeah, but he's not an all-star.
Star level talents. There's the Hall of Famer that you talked about, Sage. Even though
clearly past his prime, but okay. This man be putting these joints going mad fast. Like, hey, I can't read that fast. Yeah. I mean, LeBron at 80 years. Sorry, bro, you doing this for real? Like, you know what I'm gonna say? That should be annoying too. He tried to guess what the audience is gonna say and counter argument that. I mean, I don't know if anybody's saying this for real.
Chris Paul's 36, there he goes. So what holds them back from being a big 3, Sage? Best since we want to play dumb, what holds them back from being a super team, bitch? If a big 3 has one of the best benches in basketball, a lot of people at the time were saying they had the best bench in basketball. How are they not a super team? Literally how? Do I think them niggas a super team? Fuck.
They're not a super team. Hell no.
They have the almighty big 3. They have one of the best benches in basketball. They have one of the best front offices and coaches in basketball. What more would they need to do to be a super team? Exactly. Shit sound goofy as fuck. All right, Sage, he got me.
What the Suns need to be a super team right now. One more superstar, and that'll be it. But they're not a super team. One more superstar, and they're a super team. But right now, nah, can't say that.
But we know Chris Paul and D-Book just aren't that high-level talent. You know that, Sage. Stop it. But I bet this is going to sound even goofier by your logic, though. Let's roll with it. What about the 1920 Lakers? Deadass. What would stop them from qualifying as either? What about the 1920 Lakers? Deadass.
Neither was a super team. The Lakers didn't even have a big 3.
What would stop them from
we just beat everybody's ass.
Qualifying as either a big 3,
having a big 3 or being a super team. It was neither. You know what I'm saying? Besides LeBron or AD, you didn't have a designated guy who you expected to go out there and give you buckets. It's not a big 3 because literally the narrative that year was anybody else. It was anybody else but LeBron and AD that night to step up. You can have Rajon Rondo come up for one game. Kyle Kuzma come up for one game, but it was rare. You could have him be that third best player. Some days it was... Damn. We didn't really have that many options. Some days it was Markieff Morris. I remember he was that guy with that... what game was that? Against the Rockets in the second round. He just had like 6 threes in the first quarter. I forgot what game that was. But he was the third best player that game. You know, so on and so forth. I rest my case. We didn't have a big 3.
Because people swear Kyle Kuzma's
we were just nice.
In Washington, not because of development.
And LeBron's just that guy. He's him.
But because of the fact he is given the opportunity. So people think that Kyle Kuzma is this 20-point per game fringe all-star level talent. That's what people believe right now. Don't hit me with that later shit. Don't hit me with no future shit.
Kuzma's trash.
Right now, and he just didn't have the opportunity. That Frank Vogel is just missing out on Kuzmania. And if he was our third option next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who I don't need to explain that they would qualify, how would that not be a big 3, bitch? How would that not be a big 3? Oh, okay. See, now I'm wilding. Okay, I see. I get it.
Wait, I did not hear. I wasn't paying attention.
To explain that they would qualify. How would that not be a big 3, bitch?
Damn, this shit go by too fast. Kuzma's a good defender. He still has all-star potential. He does have all-star potential. He can average 20, and his role is what holds him back. But I don't agree with the role because he did have a consistent role in the Lakers. Score and play defense. That's it. If he's a third star, by this logic, NFL stands are low enough. And yeah, that's not a big 3. LeBron, AD, and Kuz would have to be. Oh my god! Only people who didn't watch Lakers games said LeBron, AD, and Kuz was the big 3. But
how would that not be a big 3? Oh, okay. See, now I'm wildin'. Okay, I see. I get it. Hey, I'm talking to you, nigga. Half of y'all probably busting out laughing, and the other half probably mad as shit. I get it. Now I'm wildin'. Don't get mad at me because what
this
you saying inconsistent as hell, or you've lowered the bar this low. And in regards to them potentially being a super team, even I know y'all love Caruso. I know y'all love KCP. Danny Green, we gave him a lot of shit. But
oh, I forgot he was on that team. Danny Green could be the third best player. You know what I'm saying? Caruso, he was just a god. Nobody could touch him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Caruso might have been the best player in the Lakers.
Oh, now he's 3-and-D, and a lot of people were like,
the Bulls don't deserve him, bro. Honestly, he should just come back and play for the Lakers for the vet minimum, bro. I don't even know. The Bulls haven't been good since the D Rose days. Non-Laker fans swear we win the chip if Danny Green was with us. Hell nah.
The Lakers did too much. They got rid of Danny Green. He was actually really good for him, so keep that energy, ho.
I don't know about that.
You know how crucial they was. Playoff Rondo?
He was nice.
That would be a super team by your logic too, motherfucker. Exactly. Sounds goofy as fuck, bruh. Tee up with these super team standards. Tee up with these big 3 standards, dog. When you define super as a prefix, you get definitions like this. Surpassing all or most of its kind. Exceeding the norm. Superior in status, title, or position. In other words, and let me translate that to basketball, we'll see a team like the Utah Jazz every year. A team that's led by a superstar, have a great offensive and defensive
They're
team.
a good mid team.
Like it, I ain't got time for you Quinn Snyder haters or whatever. Who cares? A really well-rounded team that could go deep in the playoffs with a superstar that's capable of carrying them past normal heights. You can even raise that.
But if he gets injured, that's it.
And higher and get a team like the 2019 Raptors. We see teams like that in NBA history all the time, whether you want to admit it or not. It's just a fact. But shit that we don't see is the 3rd best player on a team being in the top 15. We don't see motherfuckers averaging a triple-double being the 3rd option in the alleged sellout of the team. We don't see players triple-double being the 3rd option in the alleged.
Bringing this up, not to slight Russ, no cap, he will be on the stage. But if Russ is to claim biggest weakness to a team, I ain't gonna lie. But fit does matter too. We gotta see.
Sellout of the team. We don't see players capable of scoring 60 on less than 20 dribbles being left wide open because of their teammates being that much better than them. Those are big 3s.
That was the super team.
Teams. Just gonna address something else right now.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that.
All the time. I've said I'm hesitant to call the new Lakers a super team. I'm not hesitant to call them a big 3 though. No shit, they got a big 3. And if you're of the mindset that, well, having a big 3 damn near makes you a super team unless your bench is shit, and our bench is not.
We'll find out if they're a super team the way they play this season. We can't call them a super team yet because we ain't seen them play. But they're a big 3, 100%. But super team, am I gonna label them a super team? And I know at the beginning of the video I said, yeah, they're a super team. But I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind. You know what I'm saying? Not changing my mind is like I'm saying no, they're not a super team. I'm just saying sit and wait. Sit and wait to see what happens.
Shitter, I understand that argument, and that's why I say I'm in the middle about it. I gotta see how our bench truly looks. Even though, no cap, I don't think a big 3 equals a super team. But I'm not as quick to label this team as a team that would fuck with the 2017-18 Warriors, or the 95-96 Bulls, or the Showtime Lakers. But back to the main subject at hand, because I weren't gonna win that.
God damn. I mean, man, why don't he just say this in the video, bro? Why ain't making me read? Y'all can be mad. I ain't jumping the gun and calling this squad a super team like how y'all wanted to me last year. But again, I know it's at least big 3, #1 question. But when it comes to being a super team, it's beyond just that trio. And I'm not stamping that right now. We on that level. It's too
that debate anyway. Some of y'all think they're a retirement team. I think that's exactly how I can close this video out when I'm talking about big 3s and super teams. Not every well-constructed, well-coached, deep team is a super team. Those happen literally every year. And the reason I hate this debate so much, and I'll probably never talk about it ever again, is because how people micromanage and pick what they want to counter-argue and just ignore all context and everything else that qualifies a team as a super team. For example, the amount of times I hear when people people try to justify the Bucks as a super team. Oh, well,
okay.
I think Drew Holiday or Middleton's better than Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook's the third star, so yeah, they're a super team. And ignore the fact that Anthony Davis is way better than either of those guys is ridiculous. And people love to forget how good a #1 on a super team truly is, let alone a #1 on the big three. Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, or Kevin Durant. And it's the fact that I know for certain if Karl Anthony Towns went to Boston today and they still kept Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, y'all would be like, that's a big three and or super team. Like,
that'd be a big three. Yeah. If Jaylen Brown doesn't regress back to elite role player, he's an all-star right now. If Cat goes to the Celtics, that's a big three. Is it not? Is it not a big three? It might not be a super team, but that's for sure a big three. I digress.
Like, do we not see the obvious drop off here? And if you don't, then you know what? Maybe it's me, and I just have way higher standards than most of you.
That's an easy one.
Today's videos, me, boy, TSO.
3 all-stars on one team. That's a big three.
It's a motherfucking menstrual cycle. I'll get a comment like this. Do more of these. I don't like your stream videos. Oh, I got something to tell you, motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now. Stream videos are literally about to be my channel type shit, bro. It's easier to do, more profitable to do. It's less time consuming to do. But most importantly, it's what I like doing the most. I have the most fun recording when I'm streaming, and the ability to post that on my channel is lit as fuck. There's many people who agree with that. There's a lot of my followers, a lot of my subscribers that prefer the stream videos. And obviously, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Videos like these are more higher quality than the stream videos, duh. I work harder on them, I save my more serious topics for them, and they're just more appealing. I can edit how I sound better, and you literally have better visuals. But what I'm addressing is the backhanded comments that are like, yeah, man, I love your content, stop doing half of your shit though. Like, bro, do you realize I still work hard on those videos? 1, 2 people like them, as I said earlier. 3, and fuck it, I'ma keep it 100. Niggas watch them shits. It'd be one thing if niggas was like, nah, stick to basketball.
Niggas watch it, fucking.
That from you. I've established this as a basketball channel for a while now. I expect you to be like, nah, man.
AMP reaction, obviously. See what he tried to do in the AMP reaction. Tried to give his channel some flavor. You got to keep going with that, and you know the views not gonna always be there. You just gotta keep going.
I'm gonna tell you right now as well, and that takes me to the final thing I want to say. That's not gonna happen either, bro. It's just not. I don't know if somebody DM me or somebody tagged me on Twitter. Hey man, why don't you do what the people want you to do? Motherfucker, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do, nigga. If I'm depressed making my content, it's not gonna be fire content, dummy.
All right, I think that's it though.
On my channel, nigga. If I'm talking about just basketball for the rest of the.
And I don't want to make this too long. Yeah, okay. Here's a serious question. Are the Lakers a super team or are they just a big three? Leave it in the comment section right now. Let me know, are they a super team or are they a big three, man? Let me know right now in the comment section. Leave a like, do all that good stuff. And I'm going to start uploading more on this channel because I like it. But yeah, I'm out. Peace. That